We're going to talk about compound sentences right now. Compound sentences use coordinating conjunctions, which are words that join sentences together. You might be familiar with the acronym FANBOYS for and, nor, but, or, yet. So let's take a look at some examples of how we combine sentences. This is not too simple of a technique when creating your sentences and in generating your style as a writer. The first example here says, the car broke down. I couldn't get to school on time. Now, these sentences are related, so we could combine them with a semicolon, which just combines two full sentences. However, a compound sentence will show the relationship between these two. So semicolon says that they're related. Compound sentences will show that relationship a bit more. The car broke down, so I couldn't get to school on time. The next one says, I wanted to leave. My mom says I wasn't allowed to go. I could combine that with a semicolon. Instead, we're going to show what the relationship is. We could do and. I wanted to leave, and my mom said I wasn't allowed to go. However, the word but here is a stronger choice. Again, the word but always changes the conversation. It's changing the direction. I wanted to leave, but my mom said I wasn't allowed to go. So we can combine those. If you notice, you have a whole lot of simple sentences, one right after the other. Compound sentences are good options for us to show the relationship, develop the ideas, and show what our thinking is. So please don't only consider using and. We have all of these other options as well with the FANBOYS acronym. One quick note. When we have a sentence that says, I like burgers and fries, these are just two things that we like. We don't need a comma here. It is not a list. A list requires 3 or more items, and we don't have a whole sentence. After the conjunction, we need a full sentence. This is not a full sentence after the word and, so it's just, I like burgers and fries. The next example, which is not an example of a compound sentence, says, he rounded the corner and ran into a pole. We have no subject here. He rounded the corner is a full sentence by itself, but ran into a pole is not. If I added the word he rounded the corner, comma, and he ran into a pole, now I've got a compound sentence because this is a sentence by itself. However, without the pronoun there, we just have he rounded the corner and he did this. So it's the two things that he is doing. So again, for compound sentences, we need two full sentences with a subject and verb on each side of the comma and the coordinating conjunction. Consider using these as we're developing our ideas to develop your style and mix up your sentence type so your style is not monotonous.